Hello guys, this is my figure review on the Marvel Legends, oops, and she just fell. Marvel Legends White Rabbit figure, and she's not in a package obviously, but there's a side of the box so you can get a nice clean view of a picture. Sorry my tripod doesn't want to cooperate with me tonight, but there, as you can see, there's a nice figure. And I do eventually plan on getting every figure in this wave, because I do want to build Demo Goblin, but the other figures can get in the wave. The Build-A-Figure piece she comes with, for Demo Goblin, she comes with his glider, which I think this is the coolest Green Goblin glider I've ever seen. I'm not even sure if I'll use that for Demo Goblin. Well, I will, but for now I'm just going to use it for different Marvel Legends until I do get Demo Goblin. As for her accessories, she comes with a little gun umbrella, which I think is nicely sculpted. I like this piece. I may not even use that for a gun umbrella. And you can see all the nice detail put into there. Sorry if I'm moving a little fast. I have a habit of doing that with figure reviews. And now let's take a look at the figure. So right here, as you guys can see, she is an exceptional figure. I do like this figure a lot, and I'm getting huge. I don't know too much about her. All I know is that she's a super villain and she's some sort of crazy lady. But yeah, this is a nice sculpt, nice figure. So let's zoom in on her face. Hopefully it doesn't blur out, and there we go. So it's not blurry. So that's a bonus. So her face has got some pretty nice detail. I really do love that face. And her hair is also nicely sculpted, like the lines and the wavy. I do like the shade of color they chose for her too. I think that's like one of the best. Then you got her ears. You see, this is what confuses me. I don't know if she's wearing like a headband like thing or if those are actually growing out of her head. I've never read the Marvel comics because I was born in 2004 and I've never bought any, so there's her chest piece. As you can see, she's got the gold watch right there. Pretty nice sculpted detail around here. Her arms for her clothing are also nicely sculpted. Her hands. Her mini skirt. I do like the texture on it. Like the texture feels really, really nice. And the detail is just nice. Hasbro knocks out of the park when they do their figures. Which I'm getting huge Alice in Wonderland vibes for her. But, yeah, when my grandfather bought me this, I didn't expect it. Like, cause he called my grandma. He was out in Walmart with my older brother. But, he called my grandma and asked her what Marvel Legends I had. So she handed the phone to me. I told him, then what do you know? I didn't expect this figure. But at first I didn't know what to think of it. But as soon as I busted it out of the package, I knew instantly this was my favorite Marvel Legends. I'm not even joking about that, guys. This figure is just so awesome. You also got her boots, which is nicely sculpted. It's got like that fur kind of like sculpt, and oh god, her joints loose. Oh well. But again, nicely sculpted. Now if this will focus, you can obviously see the detail for the texture. So let's back up the camera. Okay, zoom in. Check out her articulation. Her arm moves up about that far, not too bad. Her arm bends about that far. Rotation of the wrist, up and down movement. Head up, down. Her hair kind of blocks her from looking up, but makes up for it when looking down. Her head can do a 3, can turn side to side. Her leg can go all the way up about that far. She's got a double jointed knee, so she can do that. And her feet can move up and down. Yeah. So, oh yeah, and from now on, every time I do a figure review, give me a minute, I was going to put this on. When I do a figure review, I'm going to rate the figure in categories: paint / detail, articulation, and accessories. So for paint and detail, I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10 because paint and detail on this figure, I think, is excellent. I've never been a huge fan of Disney movies, but there are a couple I like Alice in Wonderland. I don't love it, but I do like it, and she reminds me a lot of Alice in Wonderland, which I do, which I kind of like the villains in Marvel and DC that actually look like Alice in Wonderland characters. Her especially. Like I said, when I first got her, I didn't know what to think of her, but then as soon as I opened her up, I fell in love with the figure. I did do a little bit of a background check. So just to give you what I know so far about her, she grew up wealthy. She spent a lot of time reading books. One attracted her to Alice in Wonderland, which was her favorite book. But it wasn't bad. Alright guys, so that'll be, before we leave, I would like to take a look at one more accessory piece. We'll just move her out of the way. And I probably will go in greater detail, but when I get Hobgoblin, when I get Demo Goblin, but I just can't stay away from this thing. I love the colors on this thing because, man, it looks cool. And when you shine it up to a light, it kind of looks a little bit cooler because it's got a neat effect to it. And I hope I can get all the figures to build Demo Goblin. If I can't, I'm just going to buy the figure off eBay. But this thing's cool. I might actually try to get another one of these off eBay so I can get 2. That way I can have just one hanging from my shelf to make it look like a Phoenix thing. Or I might even attach it, like I might buy a Phoenix Force Jean and attach it to the back of her, because that's basically what this looks like. Looks like something Jean would have. And for the stand that it comes with, you just poke it right on there. And there you go. Before we leave, I want to check something. Get her foot. Yes, her. Give me a minute to do this off screen, guys. Also, if you haven't checked out my Gears of War gameplay, I made a playlist the other week. So go check that out. I have 3 more figure reviews I'm going to try and get out as soon as possible. This one just happens to be out. She doesn't fit on that, but yeah, this figure I'm going to give a 10 out of 10. And yeah, in my next video, I will be reviewing the Gears of War 3 San Diego 2012 exclusive Firearm Guard. So I hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below.